Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America.
Good morning, Matchlock Bedford High School. My fellow Raiders, it is an honor to come before you for my fourth annual State of Class address. This past year has been filled with unprecedented accomplishments and experiences. Today I have the privilege of sharing with you what I've learned. Folks, back in January I began to participate in one of the most mentally invigorating and eye-opening experiences of my life, poker. With each hand dealt, I learned more and more when to fold, when to raise. I learned to wait for the opportune moment to strike. And I never, ever let my anger get the best of me. And above all, I learned that patience is essential in all that you do. Good things will come to those who wait. Here on the screen you can see a fellow who didn't know how to wait. And folks, let me tell you, it didn't work out well for him. But for those that do wait, when the moment presents itself, seize it. Now this is not to say that if you want something, you don't gotta work for it. Come on folks, I know it's no easy job. I've taken 10 APs. Folks, you know what I mean? That's 10 APs. Lots of you taking more. All you know just as much as I do, you can't slack off in these classes. Only through consistent, genuine hard work can you achieve your full potential. And let me tell you, without these classes, I wouldn't be near the student I am today. Because of them, I've learned where I belong. Folks, I'm taking 4 social studies classes this year. Outside of school, I've become a registered voter, and I'm proud to have voted in our state's primary elections and the school's bond vote. I've also been a Little League Baseball umpire for 5 years now. Come a long way from watching players like Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig from when I was a lad. Folks, all this is to say that finding your place is important. It's possible to achieve your full potential if you know where your potential lies. Through trial and error, I've found that I have a love for community engagement and a passion for politics. Now I ask each and every one of you to look for the place that you belong and excel in it. Don't let yourself be dragged down by life's obstacles because folks, these obstacles, these barriers, they're only as real and as obstructive as we perceive them to be. Now listen, I know some of you what I'm saying is easier said than done. I know that some of you might be thinking, you don't have the necessary endurance. Well guess what? You're wrong. Folks, I've been working out for 2.5 years. If there's anything I've learned, it's that endurance is not something given to us. Endurance is something that must be trained, must be strengthened. It's all about getting what you put in. If you don't put in that effort to persevere through life's challenges, then those challenges will get the best of you. And even then, you might not always prevail. But success is measured not only by victories, but by failures, and how you rise from them. Now listen, I know that constant work and dedication can drag some people down, can wear you out. So let me emphasize the value of working with others. Folks, just like the country I'm running, you have to make alliances in life. Find people that'll help you. Find people that you can help. You know what? This is where your greatest memories were made. Without my friends that I made in senior year, I wouldn't have learned what I've learned. Folks, think about it. There's so many things in life that can only be accomplished with the help of others. There's no point in going it alone if you don't need to. You might notice at times that you're too caught up trying to be successful. You might question what you're working towards if you're unable to enjoy life. Well, folks, here's the deal. Sometimes it's important to stop and smell the roses. Slow down, take a break, appreciate the beauty in life. Since 4th grade, I've played the cello. 4th grade. Folks, you know how long ago? It's 1929. And listen, you all know I'm a busy guy. I've played in countless performances, concerts, tours. In fact, I even played in the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II. Folks, music's a beautiful thing. Sometimes, just like other parts of life, we take its value for granted. But I promise that if you take the time to take part in something that allows you to appreciate life's beauty, your quality of life will skyrocket. And what's more, you'll become a better person if you learn to appreciate the unappreciated. Some folks think that taking breaks is unnecessary. They say it wastes time. But I'll tell you what, that's malarkey. Folks, I'm serious. Go on vacation, travel the world, discover new things. This past winter, I traveled to Northern Europe. I saw the countryside of Norway, the hills of Denmark, the castles of Sweden. Fact of the matter is, I learned more there than I would have learned had I spent those 2 weeks in America. It's no joke. Your life gets a lot easier as soon as you learn to get out of your own sphere and broaden your mind. Folks, appreciate other cultures, other ways of life. Now look, you're going to realize that as you encounter different perspectives, you won't always get along. You're going to face conflict. Folks, let me tell you a story about when I was a boy. The year was 1904. I had just gotten tickets to see the World's Fair. Now, back then, we did not have all these fancy doohickeys and who's your what's its to get you across the country before you can say Bob's your uncle. Long story short, I had to take the Transcontinental Railroad to St. Louis. On the ride there, a young fella came up to me and asked to play a round of cards for my tickets. I said, sure, I play great hand. Folks, he played a royal flush for 3 rounds in a row. Come on, Jack, that's codswallop. Naturally, I accused him of stacking the deck. Now he's furious. He challenges me to a brawl. Well, you know what I said? Make my day, pal. Folks, I laid him out with the old 1-2, and I realized since then that what I did was wrong. Man, I made a mountain out of a molehill. Now here's a nickel's worth of free advice. Pick and choose your battles. Learn to let things go. People are too focused on winning conflicts rather than making the other side see reason. That's no good. I shouldn't have fought that poor man. But you know what? I've learned. I've grown. All 4 years in high school, I've been involved in Model United Nations. I've represented countless countries and representatives, drafted hundreds of resolutions, won awards. The most important thing I learned in my time there was to be diplomatic. I learned the value of tact. Folks, if you're not diplomatic, you're not going to get far in resolving life's issues. Without diplomacy, there's no civility. Without civility, there's nothing that separates us from animals. Respect, dignity, patience. Can't get anywhere without them, folks. That's how problems are solved. Now, I know I don't have much time left, so I'll finish off with this last piece of advice. Folks, love each other. None of what I've said will matter if you don't. Love your friends, your family. Never forget that your family doesn't have to be biological. Family's what you make of it. No matter who it is, they matter. Value the people around you more than anything else. It's these people that will decide your happiness. Remember that. And now I leave all these things with you in the hopes that you remember them in the next chapter of your lives. Thank you all. May Randy protect our school, and may Sweetie protect our halls. Good night.